Gets taken down on a good tackle by Wally Rayner. First half statistics. Look at the big number. This is the Lions averaging 75 yards per game rushing, have 128 at halftime.
And I think that, Sam, if you have a running game, you're going to be a better quarterback. Of course, they'd like to correct those penalties as well, but the time of possession, 7 minutes in their favor.
Michael Bennett starts at running back to start the second half. Two tight ends are in the backfield, Sean Burton and Jermaine Wiggins. And Bennett cutting it back. Teddy Lehman got a piece of him, and Sean Rogers finished him off. Short pickup for the 20-yard line.
Now, Sean Rogers is having a heck of a year. And look at these two belly bumpers go at it. Now, there's Big Dixon. He's at about 345. And Rogers, he's at about 330. He comes back and he gets scooped, and he lets Dixon, who actually won the battle of the belly bumpers, get up to the backer. But Sean Rogers is a rare enough athlete. At 335, he has the quickness to backtrack and make a tackle.
On second down, Earl Holmes comes in with an outstanding tackle on Michael Bennett. So the Lions defense doing the job.
Earl Holmes plays middle linebacker. And this is what E.J. Henderson is not doing. Here's your middle linebacker. He recognizes it, and when he fills the hole in his responsibility, he wraps up and makes a tackle.
Vikings have to get to
thank you very much
for a first down. On 3rd and 10, everybody out. Culpepper gets time. Was his arm hit as he threw the ball? His arm apparently was hit because the ball dropped straight down. Dante is upset, and the Vikings are 3 and out.
Well, you heard Mike Tice talk about protection, and Dorsey gets pushed right back, basically, into Culpepper's lap.
Oh. Third punt of the game for Darren Bennett. You can see
3 and out. 3 and out for the second half.
You know what, Bill? One thing we haven't touched on, they're not running the ball well. They haven't had the ball that much, but they're not running it at all. Good high punt by Bennett. Eddie Drummond from the 37. Misses one man. Went upfield across the 45-yard line. Lions will start at excellent position. Their first possession of the second half. 46-yard punt, 8-yard return.
You've launched the pink slip virus. Your office is now infected. They'll soon trace it back to you. Good luck finding a new job.
Want to get away? Just go to Southwest.com for Southwest Airlines $39 to $149 internet specials to 59 destinations nationwide.
You are now free to move about the country.
Life is a journey. A road that can take you anywhere. Down main streets and over backcountry lanes. Where it goes is up to you. And as long as you keep your promises and never lose sight of your goals, your dreams are just around the corner. Welcome to the next generation of Ford. An unprecedented 6 all-new vehicles. Right here, right now. Ford, built for the road ahead.
This telecast is copyrighted by the NFL for the private use of our audience. Any other use of this telecast or of any pictures, descriptions, or accounts of the game without the NFL's consent is prohibited.
Fox NFL Sunday is brought to you by Southwest Airlines, proud sponsor of the NFL and official airline of Super Bowl 39.
Second game of the doubleheader. Most of you will see the Falcons at the Giants. Michael Vick and the Falcons 7-2. Eli Manning makes his first NFL start. Lions from the 45. Harrington throws to Roy Williams, and he's pulled down at the 46 of the Lions. Picked up 9. Antoine Winfield on the coverage. Joey Harrington just 4 for 11. Excuse me. Make that 8 for 12 now passing.
Steve Mary, he's just so smart. You know, as in the psychological games and things, you know, he knew that Mike Tyson went in there on a rampage to that defense, and you better fix this run defense. And so they're honing in on an 8-man front, and then he comes out throwing the ball.
Kevin Williams gets enough for the first down. Picked up a couple on the play. Kevin Jones. Kevin Williams in the middle of the defense for the Minnesota Vikings.
And, you know, hearing the Minnesota Vikings fans, hear them boo.
Well, the crowd has been taken out of the game from the outset. And at one moment...
But these fans don't boo. I don't know if they've booed since Les Steckel days. No, I really... These guys, they've weathered everything. I don't remember them booing.
Harrington checks off. Goes down to the Vikings 44. The toss to Jones. Couple of blockers. Tries the other side, and E.J. Henderson takes him down for a loss. Fans respond to that. Vikings had that well scoped out.
Well, the one thing I liked about it is they had gap control. Gap control all the way across the board. Take a close look. Everybody's A, B, C, D. That's gap control. That's why he can't make the corner. And so he waits and waits. Here comes the pursuit. Henderson waits. He's patient, and everybody converges on the tackle. Good gap control. They may have got that fixed at halftime.
3 wide receivers. On Bryson cuts it back. Gets to the 40-yard line.
Maybe that's what you're saying.
They'll bring up a 3rd and about 6 for the Lions. Lions have run the ball well, but again, I think what's very impressive is that they have played ball control. They have possessed the ball, kept it away from the Vikings.
That's what a run game does for you. And that's something they haven't been able to do this year because they haven't had 128 yards rushing in the first half.
6 defensive backs in for Minnesota. Harrington being rushed, and down he goes. Lance Johnstone got there again. His 2nd sack of the game and 7th of the season. So the Vikings, on occasion, it's like they pull themselves together and come up with a couple of these plays.
Well, they came after him this time. They got a little aggressive. You have a 3-man front, but then you bring the linebackers and you bring Alford off the outside, and all of a sudden it becomes a 5-man pressure.
Nick Harris takes away a good high punt. Burleson lets it bounce. 2 goes sideways. Lions, where's he on the goal line? Let's see. Let's see what the call is.
That's it. There's the ball.
It's inside the 1-yard line. Great coverage by the Lions. They got down. They stayed out of the end zone. Alex Lewis tapped it.
Great call.
Wally Rayner stays off the goal line. 47-yard punt.
We know you can never be too careful with your Bud Light. That's why we've come out with the Bud Light Security Clamp. Just attach it to your bottle and away you go.
It's really strong.
Its unique titanium construction can withstand the toughest forces known to man. Make sure your Bud Light stays your Bud Light.
And also available in 6-pack.
Fresh, smooth, real. Bud Light, it's all here.
Few relationships in life are more important than the one between you and your Michelin tires. Rugged, long-lasting Michelin truck tires. Michelin, because so much is riding on your truck tires. Want this great new bobblehead? To order, go online at michelinman.com.
When it comes to shipping, talk is cheap. Mistakes aren't. Ron's got the horsepower. They've got the planes, the technology. Truth is, I don't care how they do it. I just care that my packages get there on time. Hey, all I ask for is perfection. Other than that, I'm pretty easy.
UPS delivers more packages on time than anyone. UPS, what can Brown do for you?
Vote now at NFL.com for this year's Pro Bowl team and help decide who'll be playing in Hawaii. Plus, win a trip to the game by entering the Pro Bowl in Paradise sweepstakes. Visit NFL.com.
Today's game on Fox is brought to you by UPS. What can Brown do for you?
Vikings defense needed a good series there. And they got it. Vikings offense starts from the 1-yard line. Ontario Smith in the backfield, 2 tight ends, 2 wide receivers. Quarterback sneak by Dante Culpepper. Talked about the Vikings not running the ball well. Culpepper is the leading rusher with 23 yards, give him 24 now with a 1-yard gain.
You know, that's the one thing in the last couple of weeks they've really gotten away from. They've gotten away from running the football. Now, last week they didn't run too often, and they got behind some. They had to play catch-up, and that's understandable. But the run game for Minnesota has always been a big part of what happens after the passing game.
Ontario Smith stays in. Neither he nor Michael Bennett have shown much burst in this game. Sean Burton in motion. Flag goes down. Ball start.
Offense,
Here
number
comes the booze.
76. After this is to the goal. It's second down.
And again, Sam, these things, the broken pass protections, the defensive poor gap control, you know, again, it's not noisy here. You're backed up in your own end zone. It's your home fans. You can hear a pin drop here right now. There's no excuse for it.
2 tight ends again. 2nd and 10 from the 1. Ontario Smith. Is it a safety? Let's see. It is. It's a safety. Ontario Smith is tackled before he could get out of the end zone. And the Lions now lead 19-7.
Well, here's the push. Here's the penetration. Corey Redding in the backfield. Just absolutely blew it up.
Lions score and add to the lead.
Of all the innovations of the past 100 years, arguably the greatest are the forward pass and the ability to catch the forward pass. The Canon Digital Rebel, a 6.3 megapixel SLR with the revolutionary Digic chip and CMOS technology. The game has changed. The Digital Rebel, the culmination of 68 years of Canon know-how.
Here, honey.
Good morning. Let's talk about the going to be much more the same over the next couple of days. You might want to do what is the situation?
Okay, here's your ticket.
Thank you.
Stay cool, however you can. Make sure that
Call me when you get there.
I will.
Tired of waiting for your reward? With Thank You from Citi, you get great rewards that are easy to earn, easy to redeem. That's a card you can count on.
The next generation of Ford is right here, right now. The all-new Ford GT. The next Super Duty. The all-new 500. The new Escape Hybrid. The all-new Freestyle. The new Mustang. Experience this exciting new lineup at your local Ford store, November 18th through the 21st. Welcome to the next generation of Ford, built for the road ahead.
For the first time ever, together on one stage, all 3 American Idol winners will rock the season and light up the house with their hit songs. It's the holiday event, Kelly, Rubin, and Fantasia, Home for Christmas, an all-new special at 9/8 Central Fox Wednesday.
It is a free kick coming up for the Minnesota Vikings. It will come from their own 20. Darren Bennett with a high punch. Eddie Drummond backtracks to the 18. And heads wide. The Vikings have it covered. And he's down at the 30-yard line. Take another look at the safety, Bill. What happened here?
Well, first of all, Dorsey is out. So Goldberg comes in, and he has an arm injury reported. And so Goldberg comes in. Now Corey Redding slants inside of him. and he never gets a body on him. So Redding is in the backfield as the handoff takes place. And that's what, hey, they tried to run away from Goldberg because they just get him in. And it's hard to get into a flow of the game when you've been sitting there cold. So they try to run the ball away from him, and Corey Redding beats him and jumps to the inside.
Then they go to the sideline. Dante Culpepper gathered the entire offense around him to try and get everybody back on track. 19-7 Detroit. Harrington fires, and it is caught. Beautiful catch by Ty Streets. He had a man all over him. Looked like Brian Williams was covering on the play. 21-yard pickup as Ty Streets just back in the lineup with
You
a nice
better
catch.
cover. Now, they've got the safety down inside on the box. The safety is inside because they've had so much trouble in the running game. So when you have 8 men in the box, how do you handle it? You go to the one-on-one coverage with a single safety high. Joey Harrington answering to the pressures of them challenging him to throw.
Devin Jones stopped before he got to the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 2 on the play. Good play up front. E.J. Henderson, the middle linebacker, led the charge. E.J. Henderson, who took over as the starter this year, second-year man out of Maryland, but he has been inconsistent at that middle linebacker spot. Sean Bryson in the backfield, 3 wide receivers. On second down, rush on Harrington, try to go screen pass to Bryson, but that did not connect at all. Bring up a 3rd and long. Vikings will bring in 6 defensive backs. Lance Johnstone in at defensive end. Chris Hovan is in on the defensive line as well. Harrington out of the shotgun. He's 9 for 14, 72 yards in the game. 1 touchdown. Harrington steps up, has a man, Stephen Alexander. Good tackle on the play by Antoine Winfield. Short of the first down.
You saw the bunch package. I circled that at the bottom of the screen, and Alexander was the one that came open underneath. And normally, a lot of times, a tight end will take that and turn it upfield and get a first down. Antoine Winfield is one tough son of a gun. This little bugger, you know, on that safety kick, he was the one that made the tackle down there on Drummond. On the safety kick, he was the one that made the tackle right there to stop to get off the field. Antoine Winfield is one heck of a player.
Harris's punt. Burleson takes it, fair catch. Flag on the play as he was hit as he caught the ball. Careless play on the part of the Lions.
I think it was Kirkus.
The backup wide receiver.
Fair catch interference by the kicking team, number 87. It's a 15-yard penalty from the spot of the foul. First down.
So what could have been good position for the Lions defensively allows the Vikings to come out from the shadow of the goalpost. Bad play by Kirkus.
Trailers don't have anti-lock brakes, crumple zones, or airbags. That's why we designed the new Ford Super Duty with the only integrated trailer brake controller, part of our exclusive tow command system. Because what good is towing a 19,200-pound trailer if you can't control it? This is the next Ford Super Duty, built Ford tough.
Great performance takes great strength, like the financial strength of over $700 billion in assets. For 85 years, customers of the AIG companies have had more secure financial futures because we know money. AIG. Insurance, loans, retirement.
My name's Terrence. I'm what you call a loyal bud drinker, so you're probably wondering why I took a taste test. Well, the truth is, I didn't think anything would come of it until I said that Miller Genuine Draft had more flavor than Bud. Now, I know you're fresh, but all beers brewed in America are fresh. This was about fighting. Maybe you studied for the wrong test, huh?
Miller, good call.
Thank you very much.
Fox NFL Sunday is brought to you by Ford. 6 all-new vehicles, each built for the road ahead. By Canon PowerShot digital cameras with the Digic chip. Canon know-how. By AIG for insurance, loans, and retirement. AIG, we know money. And by Miller. There's good enough and there's better than it has to be. Miller, good call.
At the Metrodome moments ago, Dante Culpepper calling the offense together, calling out each player, saying it's your responsibility. At the half, Mike Tice nearly went off and then came back and said the coaches have done their part. It's up to the players. You're the ones who are going to be held accountable here. Sam?
Thanks, Chris. From the 22, the Vikings begin, and Culpepper puts it up. And it is dropped. The hit on Jermaine Wiggins as he was sandwiched by Earl Holmes and Fernando Bryant forced him to drop it.
Well, that was a real nice job of Fernando Bryant adjusting to the route because he had coverage on the outside, and Earl Holmes was responsible for the tight end. He carried him down the seam, and it was an out pattern. And as the ball was in the air, Fernando Bryant just responded to it, and that created the sandwich, which created the drop ball.
Culpepper just 1 for his last 6. They hurry up offense, 3 wide receivers. Work out of the shotgun. Michael Bennett inside. Gets up to the 27-yard line.
You know,
Vikings. Sorry, Bill. Go ahead.
Minnesota's offense, which is normally a fast offense, you know, they've been like, you know, a turtle and peanut butter today. You know, they just dragging along, and I think that Dante's trying to get him a spark. They're going no huddle, trying to get a little spark going. So get him pepped up a little bit because it's not the Minnesota Vikings offense that you're used to seeing. You're used to seeing a fast, explosive offense.
3rd and a long 5. Again, 3 wide receivers. Mo Williams in the backfield. The keeper by Culpepper, and he's got the first down. Gets out of bounds up at the 38-yard line. He's the leading runner for the Vikings in the game. 11-yard pickup for the first down.
They're going hurry up offense here, but watch. He sees him creeping up on this side, and he knows the blitz is coming. See, and that's when he just pulled it down and said, I don't have time to sit and wait. I'm going to make something happen myself, and he took off away from the blitz side.
6 runs for 35 yards for Dante Culpepper. First down, Vikings at the 38. Has time.
Check down.
And he goes short to Michael Bennett. Bennett turns it up to the 43-yard line. Pickup of 5 on the play. And again, the Vikings go no huddle. Adam Goldberg, a first-year lineman out of Wyoming, is in at right tackle, replacing the rookie Nat Dorsey. Alex Lewis, rookie linebacker out of Wisconsin, is in for the Lions, number 59. 3 wide receivers again. Culpepper checking off.
Okay, yeah, because he sees the safety creeping down in the box here. So now he's going to take a shot, and he's going to take it over the top.
Goes short instead to Wiggins, but he's got a first down. Jermaine Wiggins across midfield. Teddy Lehman, the tackle. 5th catch of the game for Jermaine Wiggins.
And they're going no huddle, and they're substituting. They're going no huddle, and they're substituting while going no huddle. So they just went from trips wide receivers now to Tiger package. And Tiger package is the 2 tight ends, 2 wides, 1 back.
And the 1 back is Ontario Smith. First down at the Lions 49. Culpepper waits, swings it to Wiggins. And Wiggins is down across the 45-yard line. Last week, Jermaine Wiggins had 94 yards in receptions. That's a career high for him. Scott Lenahan, the offensive coordinator, trying to come up with something.
He's trying to wake them up some. Yep. He's trying to wake these guys up and get them going. If they're sitting too long on the sidelines because Detroit's chewing up the clock, maybe he needs to jumpstart him and get him in a rhythm.
Here's Ontario Smith. He was grabbed and falls forward to the 40. Earl Holmes got a piece of him to upset him on the run, and then Dre Bly finished him off.
He almost finished Burleson off. He turned the corner there, and he had a guy dragging on his hips, and Burleson's out there trying to block for him with his back to him, and Smith goes right into the back of him.
Yeah. Ball spotted at the Lions 41.
You know, sometimes that Smith can just be a pain in the butt.
Oh, yeah?
Oh,
why?
It's things like that. You see that?
Here's third down. Mo Williams, first down, pushes everybody, keeps going to the 30-yard line. Outstanding run for Mo Williams. He picked up 11. It took Brock Marion and Alex Lewis to take him down, but the veteran fires it up for the first down.
That's why Mo Williams has been around so long, Sam, because when you dial up his number, it doesn't matter if he's been on the bench for 3.5 quarters. You call number 20 on a play, and he's going to give you that.
Ninth play of the drive for the Vikings. Ontario Smith back in, 3 wide receivers. The play fake, Culpepper, Jermaine Wiggins down to the 21-yard line. Picked up 9 on the play, and this is the best drive of the game for the Vikings. They did have the early touchdown, the long pass to Kelly Campbell plus a penalty, and then the touchdown pass, but this has been a sustained drive, and it's all passing, virtually all passing. A good run by Mo Williams.
How about this? Hey, now this is a new formation for the Vikings. They've got Mo Williams in at fullback here, and they got 2 backs. Now they have 2 running backs in the backfield with a tight end and 2 wide receivers. That's something they haven't had because they don't have a fullback.
Culpepper sends everybody out. He throws too high. Kelly Campbell was the deeper of the 2 receivers. The tight end Jermaine Wiggins was down there as well, but the pass too high.
And I think you could say that Dante's hasn't been as accurate as he normally is. Now, that could be a number of reasons. When you're moving receivers in and out, and you've got Randy in and Randy out, you got Nate Burrows, Kelly Campbell, Marcus Robinson, Ben Nelson, and then you get the backs that are in and out. That could have an effect on it as well, but maybe yesterday was that flu bug.
That's part of it. 3rd and 1 coming. And 2 tight ends in, and they call timeout. They want to talk it over. With a 3rd down coming and a 12-point deficit. Lions call the timeout.
Hey, no. Hey.
Okay, here.
Here. Mm-mm.
All right.
All right. My man.
Bye-bye.
Yeah.
Everyone's talking double because of Domino's new Double Melt Pizza. Layer upon layer of flavor with a creamy blend of cheeses and herbs between 2 thin crusts. Buy your medium 1-topping Double Melt Pizza for $9.99 and get any second medium pizza for just $5 more.
Hey, don't.
Get the door. It's Domino's new Double Melt Pizza.
The Sharp Aquos Liquid Crystal Television. Enhanced sound is the answer.
And I'm just cruising through with my buddies. We're just talking. All of a sudden, I see a new Celica GTS just flying by, weaving through traffic, and I just jumped in. It's impulse, like cat and mouse. You see it, you just chase after it.
When you're on the road and someone comes up behind you, or someone smokes you, you know you're going to go after it. That's the whole cat and mouse thing. It's just like nature. It's survival of the fittest. You're either the hunter or the hunted.
Rated E for everyone.
Now through Wednesday at Zales, save up to 50% off and more, like these 1-carat diamond earrings, just $4.99. Quantities are limited. At Zales, the diamond store.
Offensive coordinator on the left, defensive coordinator on the right.
And the mind game, the chess game going in between it. And Scott Linehan knew that Dick Duran was forcing him to be patient. And maybe the patience has made that offense of the Vikings a little lethargic. So he jump-started. He got him in that no-huddle, and they seem to have fallen into a groove.
3rd and 1, 11th play of this drive for Minnesota. Mo Williams, first down. Down to the 18-yard line, Earl Holmes and Brock Marion in on the stop for the Lions. And once again, you need an important couple of yards, Mo Williams.
And they have a fullback in here now. There's Sean Burton, the tight end. And watch Mo Williams read the fullback, Burton. He follows him, and he knows where his head's going to be. Now watch him bounce it, boink, right there, bouncing it offside. That's reading your fullback. That's playing off your blocker in front of you.
And all these guys, Wiggins, Burton, Jeff Dugan, it all emphasizes the loss of Jim Kleinsasser, who went down with a knee injury.
Takes three
the
of them.
opening game.
Takes three of them.
Will Williams, 2 carries, 14 yards. Culpepper steps up, running, chased by Sean Rogers, throws it away. Oh, you don't want big Sean Rogers chasing you. You don't want to see that mountain of a man.
Jimmy Kleinsasser, the departure of him with the injury, I think really affected the outcome of where they're at right now, because he was everything. He was a fullback in short yardage when you needed him. He was a blocking tight end. He was a catching tight end. He could stretch the field for you. Crossing routes, tough guy, and once he caught the ball, he'd be like a dog on all fours trying to get to the end zone or just get extra yardage. But to replace him, it's taken 3 tight ends.
Spread formation, empty backfield. Marcus Bell in at defensive tackle for the Lions. Culpepper with time goes short to Marcus Robinson. And he's down at the 11-yard line. First catch of the game for Marcus Robinson.
Brock Marion, the safety, he lost his shoe out there in the turf. Now he's scrambling. You know what? If you're going no huddle, come on, offense. You want to hurry that up. He's out there walking around. Actually, no, I'm sorry, that wasn't Brock Marion. Who was it? That was Fernando Bryant. Fernando Bryant was out there. He just got his shoe tied and jumped back up.
Here's 3rd and 3 for the Vikings. Mo Williams in the backfield. 3 wide receivers. Culpepper looking, throwing low, and a sliding catch is made by Nate Burleson at the 4-yard line for a first down. That was thrown intentionally low to, I think, Bill.
Yeah, he had to. He was waiting, and he was looking for someone to step open. But I think he threw it low because he saw this, the 2 over the top. 1 on beside him, 1 over the top. And that wasn't designed intentional. It wasn't a double coverage on Burleson. It was a zone defense, and in that short field, that's where they get punched up like that. But that was a nice throw and a nice decision by Culpepper.
1st and goal for the Vikings at the Lions 4. With Burton and Smith in the backfield, Smith got it back inside and gets down to about the 2-yard line.
They were lucky they got some advancement on that at all, because Sean Rogers was in the backfield with a lot of push. A lot of push. Sean Rogers is really one of the top defensive tackles in the league. And I said it before, I didn't notice it early on this year, but as I've watched more film of him, he's really become a dominant force.
This Vikings drive started on their 22. They've had 15 plays. They're looking to push it into the end zone. They'll have to do it in the 4th quarter. We've come to the end of the 3rd quarter. Detroit leading Minnesota 19-7.
You're watching the
They
NFL.
climb back into the game, down by 12, but they have a 2nd and goal at the 2-yard line on a drive that has lasted 7.5 minutes. This is the 16th play. 2 tight ends in. Culpepper rolling, heading for the end zone, slips in, goes down short.
Flag down.
He's down at the 1, and we'll check the flags. Teddy Lehman was there to take him down. Ed Hockley will talk it over with a side judge. Important call here. The Vikings knocking on the door.
Nobody was open, and it was on that bootleg, Sam. And that's why I said the corner was there. Take it. Take what you can get.
Because the quarterback was out of the pocket. The runner was down short of the goal line. It's 3rd down.
They're right. Pass interference probably or holding, but you're allowed to do that if the quarterback's scrambling. And it wasn't just out of the pocket. He was scrambling. He was past the line of scrimmage, and people were turning and blocking.
So the flag is picked up. It is 3rd and goal at the 1-yard line. Kelvin Pritchett has come in on the defensive line for the Lions. Burton and Williams in the backfield, and they jump across the line as flags fly.
Lewinsky jumped again before they moved.
We'll start offense, number 76.
I believe that's
5-yard penalty, 3rd down.
I believe it's his 3rd false start.
Well, Big Lou.
So now there it is.
At 6'5", all 330-some pounds of him. You go tell him.
Well, the coach can.
I'm not telling him.
3rd and goal from the 6. 3 wide receivers now as the Vikings have to change the play. Wiggins is a wingback. Culpepper rolls and looks and throws. Burleson with a catch. Was he in? Yes. Touchdown.
That was a fabulous throw by Culpepper. And there was nobody else around, Sam, except for white jerseys. The Lions were all over Burleson, and they were putting pressure on Pepper. There was no place for him to go. There was one receiver, and he got the ball there.
That's the play he likes to throw to Randy Moss. That same thing along the sideline of the end zone. They're going to go for 2. Down by 6. They're going for 2. Ontario Smith splits out wide to the left. Empty backfield. 3 wide receivers in. Jermaine Wiggins is a tight end to the right. Officials holding it up here.
What's the clock? Where they stop play for?
Well, they had a kicking ball in there. Well, they had to get a regular ball in there. That's the delay. Now we're set.
Quarterback draw.
Usually works. He's going to throw. Diving catch.
That worked better.
Nate Burleson gets all 8 points for the Vikings. Well thrown by Culpepper. The 2-point conversion works. And the Vikings end a 17-play drive with a touchdown and a 2-point conversion. The touchdown to Burleson. He was inbounds. And the 2-point conversion. A beautiful diving grab. It's 19-15.
Questions, we've got answers. And by America Online. Want a better internet? You belong at America Online.
Drummond backs up to the 3. He's got the wedge in front of him. And he is brought down on a beautiful tackle. Rod Davis, a backup linebacker, rookie out of Southern Mississippi, with the tackle on the tough Eddie Drummond. Let's go to the sideline to Chris.
Well, Joey Harrington, Sam, who came into the game with the possibility that he might be benched, has managed the game well, but said coming in and told us yesterday his confidence hasn't wavered, but he felt it around him that there were doubters. This is the kind of moment, this is the kind of challenge he talked about facing and fighting back, protecting the lead and hanging on to the Lions' advantage here.
Jones and Schlesinger in the backfield. Lions start from the 23. Harrington, 10 for 15 in the game, 11 for 16. Just a short pickup to Kevin Jones.
Kevin Jones.
E.J. Henderson all over him.
Kevin Jones wants a face mask penalty, Sam. I'm sorry for stepping on you there, but
no, that's all right.
He jumped up and was looking to the line judge and saying, hey, face mask. Henderson grabbed a handful of face masks. Where's the flag? Take a look at the tackle. Now, Henderson, on his behalf, nice job of staying with the back out of the backfield. And there, see he's got a handful of that face mask, pulled him down.
And now the crowd is into the game. Oh, Vikings showing blitz. Straight ahead, Kevin Jones with a good run across the 30 to the 31.
They showed blitz and they got out of it. And you know what? Hey, there should have been another flag there. They had a false start on the line of scrimmage when they jumped. The left guard moved while they were up there attacking the line of scrimmage. Laverne kind of flinched, and again the flag wasn't called.
With that pickup, Kevin Jones has hit 100 yards rushing. First 100-yard rusher for the Lions since late last season, and only the second in the last 33 games. Jones and Schlesinger, a big third down play here. And you can hear the crowd urging on the defense. Harrington, and it's intercepted. No, the play was stopped. Flags had flown. E.J. Henderson had that ball picked off.
Now, you were all over the call, though, Sam. You were all over. You were ready, weren't you?
That was a touchdown, Bill.
No, there was nobody there.
Timeout was called by Detroit before the ball was snapped.
Well, who called timeout? Because it wasn't Joey Harrington.
The clock should read 12:44.
Now, coach can call the timeout, but he has to get the eye contact of the official.
There was a personal foul, unnecessary roughness by Detroit, number 34. And penalties enforced, 15 yards. It's third down.
So Detroit got the timeout. There's no interception, obviously, because the play never happened. But there's a personal foul on Kevin Jones.
Who called timeout?
I can't answer that, Bill.
Now, from where Ed Hockley was, okay, from where Ed Hockley was at the far end of the field, away from Steve Mariucci. Mariucci, who did he get in contact with? The line judge, the side judge, head linesman? Who did he? I didn't see anybody calling timeout.
The officials, obviously, the referee, one of the officials felt there was, got the signal for timeout, gave them the timeout.
Yep.
And the personal foul stands no matter what.
Yep. On
Kevin Jones. And that's
personal
what
foul stands no matter what.
is upset about here.
Personal foul stands no matter whether there's a timeout, not a timeout. Anytime there's a personal foul in the field, doesn't matter if the play clock's running or ball's dead, it's a personal foul and it'll be enforced.
And so this will bring up a 3rd and 17 for the Lions. He slapped at Keith Newman.
Still went a second time. And it's always the second guy. Keith Newman actually took the shot to his face mask first. But what do they tell you? They tell you it's always the second guy that gets caught. And that's a valuable lesson that a rookie can learn right there, saying, yeah, I was the second guy. He did attack me. He did punch me in my face. But the second guy's the one that the referees or the officials always see.
7 penalties on the Lions. That's one big negative on their score sheet. 96 yards. The ball back to their 16. They have to get to the 33 for a first down. This is the loudest the crowd has been. Here come the Vikings. Sean Bryson is hit by Willie Alford at the 24-yard line.
Ooh, the boys are getting after it now.
The Vikings are alive. The Lions are forced to punt.
Trying to set up this screen, and it was well designed, but the pursuit finally catches up to it. And that's what always kills a screen or a draw fan, is pursuit.
5th punt of the game for Nick Harris. Burleson steps up to the 34, takes it wide. Dante Curry, another great special teams play by Dante Curry. 41-yard punt, 5-yard tackle. If Burleson turns the corner, he might have been gone.
The Detroit Lions any points, and Randy Moss coming over to congratulate the defense, but the momentum turned with the hurry-up offense, Bill, as you pointed out. When Minnesota moved the ball downfield, the offense inspired the Viking defense here.
Vikings start from the 38-yard line. The play fake by Culpepper, chased by Redding. He throws back, and it's complete to Burleson. Across midfield, a first down at the Lions' 47-yard line.
You know, this looks like a great play by Dante Culpepper. It is a heck of a throw. And also by Burleson, who made the last 4 catches, actually. But Dixon really gave him the opportunity to extend the play again. David Dixon is really having a heck of a year as far as a career year for him, actually. And Tice says it's because his weight is down.
Flags fly to stop the play. Let's see who moved, who jumped. Dixon has been very strong. That's a strong offensive line. So they lost Mike Rosenthal early in the season.
False start, offense, number 71. 5-yard penalty.
Oh, just as I was talking all the
down.
good things about him.
You did it. It's on you.
Did you say we're going to take a close look to see who mooed?
No.
Is that what you said, Sam?
I never.
What did you say?
Come on. Move.
You said move. But that's okay. When you're over 350 pounds as an average, you can say move.
Back to their own 49. Culpepper in trouble. Drops it off. Michael Bennett. Bennett down close to the first down marker at the 38-yard line. We'll check out the highlights in Baltimore. JB, what's going on?
Sam, Baltimore getting it done. Take a look at Vinny Testaverde dropping back. Picked off here by Chad Williams. Williams takes it back 44 yards for the score. Hey, Sam, Terry Bradshaw is trying to make fun of my pronunciations here, but the bottom line is Baltimore is doing it. Back to Sam and Bill.
Yes, they are. How about that defense?
Terry's making fun of pronunciations.
On second down, Michael Bennett to the 41 for a first down for the Vikings. Their last drive that led to the touchdown was a 17-play, 8-minute, 11-second drive, their longest of the year. They're following that up with a drive here that's putting them into scoring position.
Well, this little sugar huddle, too, is really taxing the defense of the Detroit Lions, too, because, you know, they're coming in and they're moving the guys in and out of the field in this sugar huddle, and they're not maintaining pace with trying to keep up with it.
What exactly is a sugar huddle?
Well, your sugar huddle is you're not really huddled, but they just get up to the line of scrimmage and turn around, and Culpepper gives them a number, and they run the play. But as they do that, they're changing personnel groupings.
Vikings inches short on the last play. Go for it here on a quarterback sneak on 3rd and inches.
It looked like
and it's a
Dante
first
Culpepper
down.
slipped. Looks like he slipped in there, Sam.
His big body slipped across the first down line. And that's a first down for the Vikings.
You'll see that sign he gets right there? See the hands over his head coming together? That's huddle. That's when they get back in the huddle. But after on the first down, then they're going to go to that little sugar huddle.
Ontario Smith in the backfield, 3 wide receivers. Jermaine Wiggins tight end to the left side for the Vikings. Culpepper being pressured, throws short, it's incomplete, intended for Ontario Smith. Good pressure from the outside, and Kelvin Pritchett looping around from his tackle position, got close to Dante.
He got close, and James Hall on the other end, the right end, who's just having a heck of a year. 8.5 sacks already this year. He got a great jump on the ball on the pass rush against McKenzie.
Culpepper 19 for 28, 203 yards. Second down. Stay with 3 wide receivers. Hand off to Ontario Smith. Breaks free. Gets inside the 25. He's got a first down at the 24-yard line. He hasn't carried much, but that was a good one for 12.
Well, that was a great call, too, because, you know, Scott Linehan saw the same thing I was saw. He was watching the defensive line get upfield. But I want you to watch what happens right here. They're upfield, and look at that hole. And that's where Ontario Smith and the draw was hit. Outstanding job. Burt gets up on the linebacker, and it's out the gates.
Smith stays in. 6 carries, 23 yards for him. Culpepper checking off. Short drop. Pass to Wiggins. Wiggins down to the 16-yard line. It'll bring up a 2nd and short. Teddy Lehman made the tackle. 8 catches in the game for Jermaine Wiggins.
Well, here's the Detroit Lions defensive line, and you can see all the sacks that they have. They get the most sacks by a defensive line in the league. And they just rotate the guys through. And all of them, each and every one of them, when they get in there, they make something happen. They can all get to the quarterback.
Corey Withrow, number 60, in at right guard, replacing David Dixon. 2nd and short for the Vikings.
They better get to him now.
Here's Ontario Smith. Runs into a pile. Keeps pushing forward. And looks like he has enough for the first down. He does. And the Viking drive continues. This drive started at the 38. Dixon is back on for Minnesota.
You know, Mike Tice keeps looking up at the clock. 7:30. And he keeps looking. And I think that's why he's saying, hey, call some run plays. Let's try to see what we can get. Let's chew up some clock. I don't know if he wants to put his defense back on the field if they score this quick.
Burleson with a catch, shoved out of bounds at the 6-yard line. They're picking up such good chunks on first down. They're really putting themselves in good position the last two drives.
I think they could have scored the last 2 plays, to be honest with you. I think these calls are intentional. I think they want that play clock to run. I think he wants to get it down to 4 minutes. I think he wants to take as much time off the clock as he possibly can before he puts his defense back out there.
2 tight ends in. Ontario Smith in the backfield. On 2nd down. Culpepper. The fade for Robinson off his hands. Dre Bly had him covered. Marcus Robinson, who played several years for Dick Duran, who's now trying to defend against them.
And he likes the ball up high. And he tells Dante Culpepper, hey, I want the ball above my head. I want to go up and get it. And you know who? You know who else knew that? Dre Bly. You studied enough film, you know where Marcus Robinson's going to get the ball.
10th play of the drive, 3rd and 2. Lions are coming. Culpepper in trouble. Got rid of it to Ontario Smith. Oh, what a tackle. Dre Bly made a huge tackle, and there's a late flag. Dre Bly with a superb tackle at the 5-yard line, denying Ontario Smith the first down. Now we check out the flag. Lions are pointing at the Vikings.
Well, now you have
offensive pass interference.
Now you got a problem. now you have a big problem.
All right, 4th down, says Mariucci. So will they decline here?
No, he's saying back them up. He's telling them to back them up, so they're going to take it. And that.
They'll give him another shot.
Pass interference. Offense number 87 was downfield blocking before the pass was thrown. That's a 10-yard penalty. Repeat, 3rd down.
He's backing them up and taking it. I actually think that Minnesota is more dangerous outside here than they were where they were. So here, a couple things can happen. One, you have a quarterback that can move a lot. I would have put him on 4th down right there and forced him to kick the field goal.
Remember last time he didn't kick the field goal.
I know, but if I'm talking from Mariucci's perspective.
Okay.
You know, if he wanted to go for it on 4th down, all the power to you. I would have said, go ahead, kick the field goal and give me the ball.
They have to get just inside the 4-yard line for first down. 3rd and long. Mo Williams in the backfield. Culpepper being rushed. Got away from Kalimba Edwards. He throws. It's complete. It's a first down at the 1-yard line.
That's exactly
Mo Williams.
Why I wouldn't have done that. I would have made him kick it, Sam.
He found Mo Williams. A brilliant play by Dante Culpepper. He got away from Kalimba Edwards.
Because of his mobility, because of the way the Vikings are better from outside the 20-yard line, and because of this right here, the accuracy on the run. There's too many things that could happen.
1st and goal. The Lions' lead is in jeopardy. The handoff to Williams. He stopped. He bounces off. But he's brought down at the 1-yard line. Kalimba Edwards made the stop on Mo Williams, who's been a big factor in the comeback of the Vikings. He nearly got in. They didn't get him down the first time. 13th play of the drive for the Vikings. Inside the 1, they have 3 tight ends on the field. Mo Williams, touchdown! been a big factor in the game. That's only the 5th rushing touchdown of the season for the Vikings. 2nd for Mo Williams.
Don Burton, fullback. Big block there in the ISO, and with Mo Williams just pounding away.
Looking for a 3-point lead. Morton Anderson puts it through. He's had points in 326 consecutive games. 2 long drives, time-consuming drives. This one 6.5 minutes, 13 plays, finished off by Mo Williams, and the Vikings have come from 12 points down to take the lead. Going, and they have rallied to regain the lead. Cortez kickoff. Drummond from the 6. The wedge to the right. Drummond turns. Gets to the sideline, stays in bounds, brought down. And flags fly. And people about ready to come off the bench.
Kelvin Pritchett, personal foul. Stupid penalty. Great field position at the 40. It's going to cost him 15 yards.
A 33-yard return. Joey Harrington getting ready to come onto the field and try and bring his team back now. First time the Lions have trailed.
After the play was over, a personal foul, unnecessary roughness by Detroit, number 93. It's a 15-yard penalty. Detroit keeps the ball 1st and 10.
Watch Kelvin Pritchett come into the screen here. And this is going to be after the play. It's an elbow into the kicker. Plays over.
What's he thinking?
Sam, he wasn't.
8th penalty of the game for the Lions, 111 yards. It pushes them back to the 24-yard line. The Lions took the lead on the opening kickoff. Eddie Drummond of the game. Eddie Drummond returning for a touchdown. They were tied by the Vikings. Then they regained the lead. This is the first time they've trailed. And the crowd on its feet, urging on the Vikings defense. And the play is stopped.
The play clock run down again.
Before the ball was snapped, ball starts. Offense into 11. Turned up field before the ball was snapped. 5 yards. Still first down.
Roy Williams. That's the last 2 times they've had the ball. 30 plays, 140 yards, nearly a full quarter of time, and 15 points scored for the Vikings.
Dante Culpepper is having a career year. He is separating himself amongst just the pack and becoming one of the elite top 2 quarterbacks in the NFL.
3 wide receivers for the Lions. Eddie Drummond is in. Harrington has to turn, call timeout as the ball is being snapped. Did he get the timeout? The Vikings picked up the ball and ran in.
Now he and Raiola are going at it, and here's what the thing is. With the crowd noise, with them being backed up, he's trying to tell the center, Raiola, look, it's on silent count. It's on you. You're the one that has to do the head bob to get those guys ready. He's standing back there. He never does the head bob, and the snap never gets off.
Right now, things are kind of falling apart on the Lions.
He's trying to tell them, it's on you. It's on you.
Well, there came the snap as he turned. He got
You know what? They're lucky they didn't go the ball. Around with the timeout.
They were very generous, but now, Bill, with 5:18 to go, the Lions are out of timeouts.
And a lot of it has to do with just getting the play in and what's going on at the line of scrimmage and in the huddle. They've had to burn 3 timeouts now on letting the play clock run down.
Now, here's a big situation for Steve Mariucci and his team, especially his quarterback. Joey Harrington has got to show leadership here. He's got to pull his team together.
Well, I don't think Steve Mariucci helped his team out either. I would have forced Tice to make the decision to either go for the touchdown or kick a field goal. They could have the ball right now with the lead.
From the 19, first and 15, 3 wide receivers in. Harrington steps up and throws low. Poorly thrown pass intended for Reggie Swinton. We welcome those of you who are watching the Tampa Bay-San Francisco game with the Bucs winning 35-3, their 4th win of the season. And 3rd in the last 4, Sam Rosen, Bill Moss, Chris Myers in Minnesota, where the Vikings have come from a 19-12 deficit, a 19-7 deficit, a 12-point deficit, to take a 22-19 lead. The Lions have a 2nd and 15 on their own 19. Joey Harrington being pressured. Slides at about the 26-yard line. It'll bring up a 3rd and 8. Dontarius Thomas, the rookie linebacker of the Vikings, chased them down.
And the Vikings really came back, Sam, from that deficit, like you said, on the great play of Dante Culpepper, his smarts, his determination, and his leadership ability, and also with Mo Williams. They turned to Mo Williams early in the 4th quarter. They went to him, and they went to a fast, no-huddle type of atmosphere to give them a jump start, and it really responded.
3rd down, Swinton in motion. Harrington in trouble. Johnstone, 3rd sack of the game for Lance Johnstone. The defense has fed off the offense for Minnesota.
Well, the defense also responded, I think, after a serious butt-chewing, Sam, at halftime, because they played terrible, the Minnesota Vikings, in the first half. Over 120 yards rushing they gave up on the ground when they came into it with the emphasis to fix the run defense. They didn't get it done after halftime. They've responded.
6th punt of the game for Nick Harris. Nate Burleson at the 36. Trying to get outside, flag on the play. Couple of flags now. Burleson across midfield into Lions territory, out of bounds at the 49, but we'll check out the 2 flags that are about 10 yards back. 45-yard punt. The Lions had the big edge in play, time of possession, running game going in the first half. They got a safety in the second half.
Illegal block in the back by the receiving team, number 54. It's a 10-yard penalty enforced from the spot of the foul. Minnesota keeps the ball, 1st down.
Dontarius Thomas called with the illegal block.
Lance Johnstone, just determination and effort and staying with it. He's been giving Jeff Backus a handful all day, and look how excited Dante Culpepper is to see the defense take over, take control of the game. He's been looking for that for about a good 4 weeks now, because he knows he needs this defense to play well if this team is going to go deep into the playoffs.
Johnstone's had a terrific game with 3 sacks, giving him 8 on the season. He now leads the Vikings.
Now, Sam, you're a hockey guy. If you get a hat trick,
yes, throw the hats.
Is the squid coming out? What comes out?
No, you throw the hats.
The hats?
Absolutely. Whatever you're wearing,
No
Bill.
octopi?
No. That's only in Detroit.
Well, Detroit's playing here.
Well, but it's the Vikings doing the hat trick on the sacks.
Yep,
Ed Hockley talking to Lions coach. The Lions are out of timeouts. The Vikings' last 2 drives have been 8 minutes, 11 seconds, and 6.5 minutes. Michael Bennett in the backfield, 2 tight ends for Minnesota. Here's Bennett. Bounces off one man, gets a couple of yards up to the 34-yard line. But the Lions can't stop the clock. The only time it'll stop for them is at the 2-minute warning. Don't forget, second game of our Fox doubleheader is coming up. Most of you will see the Falcons and the Giants in New York, with the Falcons 7-2, led by Michael Vick, and Eli Manning of the Giants making his first NFL start. Roy Williams who's had a couple of catches in the game, but hasn't been a big factor. The running game was great for the Lions in the first half. It's been quiet in the second half. Bennett cutting it back inside, gets up to the 37-yard line. Brock Marion makes the stop. It'll bring up a 3rd and 4. And the guy leading Bennett on the run was Matt Burke. And we have to tell the fans who are just joining us, Matt Burke, man's playing with a hernia. He had a hernia operation on one side in the summertime. He's got another one on the other side now. He's playing with enormous pain, but is he playing well?
And it's Thanksgiving week. Now, if you have a hernia and it's Thanksgiving week, you can't get, you know how you have to undo your belt a little bit after Thanksgiving, because you're all pushing out, right? He can't even do that because he can't get pushed out.
Ontario Smith try to cut it back. Lions stop him. The Lions defense does the job. They force the Vikings to punt. But again, the Lions can't stop the clock, and it will wind down to the 2-minute warning. James Davis made that last tackle as Steve Mariucci applauds his defense. His offense will get another chance after the punt. Fox team on a comeback. Aaron Bennett will punt, and can he do it again? Eddie Drummond, who had 2 punt returns for touchdowns last week in the 4th quarter,
opened up this game with a kickoff return for a touchdown.
We welcome you, those of you who are watching Dallas-Baltimore. Here, the punt by Bennett taken by Drummond, slips one man at the 11. Trying to find some space, and he's brought down. Outstanding tackle by Ben Nelson. Recently brought up for the practice squad as an extra wide receiver. 51-yard punt, 2-yard return. It was 17-7 Detroit at halftime, but the Vikings came back with 2 long drives in the second half.
Well, there was a penalty. They went to the air. They went to a quick huddle, no huddle, and they've got a spark out of that no huddle. And it was Burleson for 3, and then they got into the end zone, and it was Mo Williams as well with the plunge. That got them back on top with the lead. Now, Detroit had an opportunity right after that with the kickoff, went 3 and out. The Vikings defense stepped up. They've been re-energized after halftime. They've really put on a dominant performance. They're going to have to double that here with just under 2 minutes left and a field goal to tie.
The Lions rushed for 128 yards in the first half, only 18 yards rushing here in the second half. From the 12, Harrington, everybody out. Harrington's pass is intercepted. Winfield. First turnover of the game for the Lions, who are among the league's best in protecting the football. They give it up on first down. We welcome you to the Metrodome in Minneapolis. Sam Rosen, Bill Moss, Chris Myers, where the Minnesota Vikings have come from 12 points down to grab the lead, and now with the Lions trying to come back, Antoine Winfield stepping in front of Reggie Swinton for the interception.
Well, it was a poor throw with a poor decision from the get-go, Sam, and you can see Reggie Swinton. He knew from the time Harrington released the ball, he turned into a defensive back. He saw the hand go up, ready to swat the ball down. That's what a defensive back does, and that's what Reggie Swinton became, because he knew upon release this thing didn't have a chance.
The Lions led 17-7 at halftime. They dominated the first half with an outstanding running game. But here in the second half, the Vikings, led by Dante Culpepper, have come back to grab the lead, and the defense, which had been so maligned, comes up with some big plays. The SBC post-game report with J.B. Terry, Howie, and Jimmy coming up.
And the Lions, who have no timeouts left to stop the clock because they ran into so many problems offensively early on, they had to burn all their timeouts as the play clock ran down. And that's where they wasted all their timeouts, Sam, on the play clock running down and miscommunication between the sidelines, the quarterback, the huddle, the snap count with the center when Joey wanted to go silent count, and all 3 of their timeouts were wasted on that.
Dante Culpepper with 2 touchdown passes, also a 2-point conversion. This will be the 5th straight win for the Vikings over the Lions. 9 of the last 10 and 7 straight here in the Metrodome. The Vikings will go to 6-4. The Lions will now have a 4-game losing streak and go to 4-6. Green Bay is playing at Houston tonight. Chicago has been beaten by Indianapolis. They're 4-6. The Vikings have Jacksonville coming in here next week. And the Lions next game will be against Indianapolis on Thanksgiving Day. Today they had to face Dante Culpepper. He led the Vikings back. Thursday the Lions will have to face Peyton Manning. That wraps it up for Bill Moss and Chris Myers here in the Metrodome. The Vikings come from behind and beat the Lions 22-19. This is Sam Rosen. Let's go to JB.
Welcome to the Sprint Game Break. Sprint is proud to be changing wireless for the better.
Late game coming up on Fox. It'll be the Eli Manning era starting in New York. He's at the helm for the Giants, taking on Michael Vick and the Atlanta Falcons. Michael Vick and the Falcons sporting a 7-2 mark. Coach Tom Coughlin of the Giants saying, I'm looking for a spark with Eli Manning there. This is not giving up at all as we welcome you to Studio A here in Los Angeles, California. So the Minnesota Vikings snap a 3-game losing streak and win against the Detroit Lions.
All right, Eddie Drummond, let's get her going. Last week, an 85-yard kickoff return for a touchdown, a 53-yard punt return. This is a 92-yard opening kickoff return for a touchdown, and it's the Lions up by 7. And then Corey Redding busts into the backfield, tackles Smith in those safeties, 19-7. Fourth quarter now, Mo Williams off right side, cuts back inside, 1-yard touchdown, 22-19. Vikings come back and take care of the Detroit Lions.
So as we mentioned, the Vikings snapped that 3-game losing streak. Lions have now lost 4. As we come back, we will have an interview with Dante Culpepper coming up in just a second. But again, Jimmy, we were talking about earlier on that there was a fire lit under Joey Harrington. Detroit just wasn't clicking well down the stretch.
Yeah, you know, they started off and had a significant lead. The Minnesota defense stepped up the second half and Minnesota ends up scoring 15 points in the fourth quarter. You know, they were 8 for 15 on third down, so they just controlled the ball and kept it away from Detroit.
Well, and you inspired them at halftime.
Oh, yeah, they must have heard my halftime speech.
Campbell stepped up big in Moss's absence. This kid, Jerome Wiggins, out of East Boston, by the way, has really been a constant force for them at tight end, a great alternative for them. They throw the ball a lot out of the backfield to the running backs, but their backs were against the wall, and this is a team that responded after a really dismal first half. The Minnesota Vikings hopefully have gotten it back on track.
And I know we were talking during the pregame show, we were hoping to see a little swagger from the Vikings, not collapsing like they did last season. All right, after the game, Dante Culpepper talked with our own Chris Myers. Culpepper, a good game indeed. Here's Dante with Chris Myers.
With Dante Culpepper down 12 in the second half, actually in the fourth quarter, how did you turn it around?
We just kept fighting, kept pursuing them.
Hurry up offense help?
Hurry up offense. We changed the momentum, changed the tempo, and we just kept fighting.
How about the way the defense performed in the second half? Much maligned.
Well, I'm going to tell you what, our defense stepped up and played tremendous for us. They gave us the ball when we needed it, and they stopped when we needed to have a stop. And that's what football is about. That's what team's about.
All right, congrats on a great game.
Thank you very much.
All right, JB, back to you.
We'll talk Nate Burleson once this. All right, so you know what? We talked so much about Randy Moss's absence, but again, some other guys stepped up, and today it was Nate Burleson.
Yeah, Nate Burleson stepped up. Campbell made the big play, and it is a big win for them. Their 3 remaining tough games are at home: Jacksonville, Seattle, and Green Bay. They need to win at home. They need to finish out strong. Green Bay is going to be a pivotal game for them late in the season. If they're going to win that division, Terry, you always talk about where do you have to win if you're going to win in football, particularly in your division, at home.
Yeah. All right, with that in mind, Terry wanted to respond to Howie Long, but he knows he's got more highlights.
Well, cold weather, how they handle it's a factor, and Chicago's got to take the gloves off. They want to start fast.
Up to pregame. He did get some pregame warm-up in. It appears right now he's going to try to make a go, but they're going to keep a close eye on him. If something happens, they're going to go with Joey Harrington.